When it comes to content creation, I would say podcasts are the #1 leading growing forms of content. Getting your face and your information out to people is very important. And what I decided with a buddy of mine that is going to be starting his own podcast was to build him a very cheap and budget-friendly podcast, but kind of err on that minimum side of what you need to potentially get your face out there in front of millions of people and just kind of show yourself to end up being successful and getting on YouTube or any of the other streaming platforms to get your start, possibly have a career, and educating people on modern day topics. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and show you what I have now and show exactly what I'm gonna have to do to kind of convert all this junk into something that can actually produce you monetary value by showing your content on YouTube. What I have behind me is a whole bunch of parts that I have found on Facebook Marketplace that I would say is probably the typical thing that I find. A lot of people don't take the time to end up cleaning and selling their products for what it's worth, so they end up having these neglected, dirty parts that they end up just trying to get rid of. Everything that's sitting here behind me is less than $400. Whether it's this PC in this NZXT case that I got for $150 that has everything that would make a functioning computer, but some outdated parts that they were having an issue. It was blue screening. All I did was reinstall Windows and everything was perfectly fine. Or this case that I got with a motherboard, CPU, and some fans that did not have the side panels for $80 that we can use this 9th gen i5 CPU to end up getting great performance for what we're needing it for. The GPUs that I have here were all pulled out of a crypto mining rig, and I got these for $100. So this stuff will actually work perfect for everything that I need to build a very budget-friendly podcasting or streaming PC if you're trying to stream things like YouTube content, video reaction, anything along those lines. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna take all this stuff apart. As you can see, I've got a lot of cleaning that I've gotta do. I'm gonna end up rebuilding one PC out of everything that you see behind me, and then we still have plenty of parts that we can turn around and sell and get most of our money back. But I'm gonna turn this into what I would recommend is an ideal podcasting PC on a budget. We definitely have our work cut out for us, so stick around. You're not gonna wanna miss it. All right, so now that we've got everything cleaned up, we're ready to start putting everything back together. We are still waiting on the case to dry. It's sitting outside in the sun, so it shouldn't take too long. But what we're gonna go ahead and do now is build up the motherboard, make sure everything from the CPU cooler, the RAM, SSD, everything goes back in the right way. And then once we get that case back in here, we'll install everything, throw it all together, and I'll even do a test run for a stream to see how everything goes. We will be running Streamlabs, so we'll be able to record if we just want to record content that we're talking about in the form of just videos that are talking about specific topics, or if we wanted to stream and record, we'll also do that. In 1080p, it's just probably the most common form of video format and resolution that is out today. It would be nice to be able to do 4K. So if we wanted to do that, we should have that capability as well, because we're not going to be gaming and really putting all the GPU, CPU, everything to its max stress. So like I said, one real quick, so we're just going to get everything put together and ready to go into the case once we get that case back in here. So let's knock it out. So what I really wanted to do was wrap this video up with a podcast style ending showing that you can stream with this PC with high quality video, really good audio being the Shure microphone, and a good audio interface like that 5Fine SC3 ampli game that we did a review on just a couple videos ago. Now, what I'm going to do with this PC is I'm going to take it, I'm going to hand it off to a really good friend of mine who's going to start his own podcast. It's going to be based around mental and physical fitness, and he's going to sit there and get his voice and face out there to people who are looking to improve their lives in many different ways. So now it's your turn. If you've got an idea for a podcast and you're more concerned about the budget and the equipment, I'm here to tell you a little bit of money goes a long way when it comes to doing something like just using a camera and a microphone. Your computer does not need a lot of processing power. The only reason we went with the GPU setup is in case he decides to pull up high quality videos to show illustrations or examples, but this does not take much to end up getting to where I am right now. As always, I greatly appreciate you watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know below if you've got any questions or anything that you would be concerned about with your setup. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.